60 is heating up the winter. Catch all the action with championship gold on the line. Matt Bessette has his eyes set on a featherweight title as Johnny Lopez battles for the flyweight championship of the world. Plus, the return of John Gotti III and the farewell match of heavyweight Greg Rebella. CES MMA 60, January 24th at the Twin River Casino. Broadcasting live on UFC Fight Pass. Tickets on sale at CESMMA.com.
Welcome to the Starting Five. This week, the NFL playoffs are underway. We have a coaching carousel going on, and we're talking about the NCAA championship and the drafts. Now, here is your host, V. George Smith.
Get my name right, Dre. Hey, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is V. George Smith, and I'd like to welcome you to a brand new edition of the Starting Five, live on YouTube. We done came up, people. We can wear all the colors we want. We got new lights. We got new laptops and things with more knowledge and such. I got time to buy my laptop because my team wasn't in the playoffs. So I had a lot of time on my hands. That's what happens when you're a Cowboys fan. They give you extra time in the off season. Anyway, as always, to my right, Andrew.
Welcome back, everybody.
To my righter, Chris.
What's up, y'all?
To my right, this Wayne.
Breezy.
Listen, people, Happy New Year. Thank you so much for rocking with us on our new venture here on YouTube. We are here. We are live. Feels good to be here. We got a lot to talk about.
Please take all mistakes in love.
Did he just church the starting five? Like I'm about to sing a solo and I don't know the words?
Hey, man, subject needs you to change it. We talk about the producer.
Well, we gonna talk about the producer tonight. Anyway, people, listen. Jam-packed show. We got to cover some stuff.
Wait. We got to do a producer's note because we have a little presentation for you guys.
Okay.
TQ.
This really is like church.
All right, what's going on here?
This is just like
Well, we canceled the last show of the old year.
I'm just gonna say what you're saying. We canceled the last show of the new year.
So this is for.
Oh, we got gifts, y'all.
Oh,
got
Christmas
gifts.
all over again.
We getting gifts.
Andrew.
All right.
got our
Wayne.
names on it. Hallelujah.
I know. But that's
Bet you she grabbed my bag last.
Of course.
It's from
just because.
She's in the camera.
Thank you.
Just because.
it's from Spencer.
Bible says that I'll
We all
be
going?
first.
We all just digging in, or are we doing this
Yeah,
one
go
at a
ahead.
time?
Everybody just dig in.
Just dig in. All right.
Then it's in a box.
From Spencer's. This has me frightened a little.
Hey, I tried to tell her. You're gonna jump out at them? It's the mug.
Yes! Michael, stop! Oh my God! I want to hug all three of you at the same time.
See, I didn't get it because I was watching the show. What I
Oh!
had to do was I had to look at the bottom of the cup.
Oh!
I'm gonna have to go home.
And watch it.
Who is
Oh!
Thunder Muffling, y'all?
Oh, bro.
Oh man.
Hey, no.
That's Steve Carell.
No, we're gonna have a long talk after the show. Don't worry.
I got another show to do after that. I ain't got time.
Did
to
you
talk.
say Thunder Mufflin, bro?
I couldn't read. I didn't
Bro.
see that. I didn't see
Well,
that.
we just have a new clip to advertise the
Thank you.
show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Andrew got the best one.
Thank you. That's
Andrew got.
That's where that came from?
Yes.
No way!
But if, oh my God, but this is the best one. I don't care.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much.
Yo, Michael Scott Paper Company, bro.
You guys need to
Yeah,
tell
me
me,
too.
tweet me who
Thunder Mifflin
It's a candy
is.
show. Candy cane.
We guaranteed you will be satisfied
Did I get it?
because your satisfaction is our guarantee.
Why you give me
We
the blue?
guarantee it.
Like the blues or something?
Like what's happening?
Yo,
Is it for Buffalo Bills? Why you give me the blue?
This is so.
You just did random. Okay, you just chucked it in my bag.
I'm gonna open up my bubble double trouble,
Yep.
and I'm gonna eat my double trouble.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yours?
Thank you guys so much.
Okay.
Hey, you going in on that too?
I'm going in on my double trouble bubble.
I'm going in too.
And I'm gonna
Oh, we got gum?
I'm gonna
This
look
is
like
the
a
best
certain
gift 'cause we
coach
look
in the
inside.
NFL. You ready?
Bonus-
Oh, snap.
Who's coach of mine? Which coach of mine?
I can't host with these. No, man. These take all your saliva.
Heck yeah.
Which coach am I?
I don't know which coach you
Oh
are.
my God! World's basketball.
That's
That
the-
pretty much sums it up.
That's dope. Thank you guys so much. Our producers are the best because they recognize the greatness of The Office. I'm just glad that you didn't get us anything from Star Wars because you would have been greatly disappointed at my reaction.
Seriously?
I'm just being I'm just being honest. But thank you guys so much. Wow.
Thank you guys, seriously.
That's awesome.
Awesome gift.
Awesome,
Thank you so
awesome,
much.
awesome. Awesome. No, they this is a deep dive episode right here, yo. They oh, I'm about to
I'm
cry.
gonna put my cup next to my Dundee at home.
Oh man.
Nobody wants to ask Twitter. Who is Thunder Mifflin?
Oh my gosh.
Wayne, you really have to
Dude,
watch
you're
The
literally like
Office.
breaking our hearts right now.
You really have to start The Office, Wayne.
I've tried to
Any
watch
more
it.
surprises, guys?
That's why I told you starting
That's the only
season
surprise? Is
2.
that a surprise?
Yeah, the Bills
Okay.
didn't make it, so that's it.
Oh, the Bills made it,
Starting
we've been
five,
on
The
surprise.
Office
It has been a
edition.
wrap.
Oh, I'm
Y'all
glad
came
they
in and
didn't
had
make it.
Bills stuff all over the place.
Oh, that's
Balloons
good.
and everything.
Because I'd have walked right out.
Yo, this great bubble double trouble truck. Well, I can't even say the name.
Double bubble.
Bubble bubble.
I can't say that
Bubble,
name.
bubble. This joint is hitting the spot.
So,
He is tearing
to all
that
my
gum
sports
up.
fans out there, all of our subscribers, this is a certain coach in the NFL, and I know they know who I am, but George don't know who I am. I'm smacking all right.
Absolutely.
Second
Continue.
thought I was eating it.
so wait a minute.
Wait, hold on.
I can't make the comment.
No, you can't.
Because we are PG.
I was trying to set
At
them
least
up.
for week 1.
Just say pause. He was trying to say pause, but he couldn't chew it.
I wasn't even going to say balls.
Wait, you can't add water because it's gonna make it harder.
Welcome to YouTube, everybody.
Who we going?
My name is
That must
V.
be
George
so
Smith.
hard.
Well, there it is. Oh boy.
Okay, guys, we are back, yo.
We are definitely back.
Happy New Year, brothers. I miss
Happy
you
New
guys,
Year,
man. Merry
guys.
Christmas too. I
It's
didn't
good to
get
be
to
back,
see you.
guys.
It's good to be back
Happy
here.
Kwanzaa to somebody watching.
It's still Kwanzaa?
I don't know. But
Okay.
we said Happy New Year, Happy Christmas.
It's Happy Three Kings. We appreciate all
New
of
Year was
you.
yesterday.
Yeah, but
Better late than never.
True.
I guess the President's Day is coming up. And Martin Luther King. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. All right, guys, man, we got a lot to get into. Right?
So now you got another Monday off. You living your life like it's golden.
My birthday is next Wednesday.
So where are we starting?
We can start. We're gonna start with the playoffs. The playoffs.
Playoffs. Wild card weekend was definitely wild. Only one home team won that game.
Someone said George Mike's the only one working. Sorry, I ain't supposed to be reading that. Say that again.
Only
one
one.
on home team, the Texans.
Only one home team won.
Texans.
Texans were the only
Who did
home
the
team.
Texans beat?
They beat the
Bills.
Okay.
Bills.
Just one-
Seriously?
Okay.
Yo,
So the Buffalo Bills fell
Bills
to the Houston Texans in embarrassing fashion
Felt hard.
on Josh Allen's debut playoff game.
I'm not sure how deep Bills Mafia was in Houston, yo.
Yo,
Oh, they weren't.
No, they were out there, dude.
Yeah, they were.
They were there.
They were?
there. Yes, they
There's
were.
a lot
I
of them in
don't
the
know, because
stands. I
3-6
saw.
Mafia was out there too. Cause
Knocking themselves out, jumping off of trucks and stuff like that. But what do y'all take away from that game? Like,
see, Ed knew who I was.
what do y'all take away from that game?
From which game?
The Houston Buffalo game.
I took away, and we'll start with me.
Yeah, sure.
I took away that Deshaun Watson is probably going to be one of the greatest quarterbacks to play the game of football. I know their offense looks stagnant, but we do have to play retrospect because what's name did not play. The other wide receiver who takes the D off the top. Will Fuller has been off and on with injury this season, and we do see the difference when he's in a game and when he's not in a game. They double down on Hopkins, and then it's a wrap. So he had to make it an unbelievable play. He should have been sacked 3 times on one play.
That play that he made.
Some next level magic.
That was
some Eli
escape that
Manning
sack.
jump.
incredible.
I hate to bring that up, but that's what it was.
Incredible.
And the only thing he didn't do is throw it to a person to catch the ball on top of their head. Other than that, that play was amazing. And he legit willed his team to win that game. And shout out to J.J. Watt.
That's gonna be my takeaway from the game.
You got it.
No, go
I
for
just
it.
wanted to
Go
give
for it.
him
You
a
already
shout out.
said it.
It's on you, brother. Go ahead.
J.J. Watt
I got to throw my
changed the entire game. His sack was the momentum shift.
Yeah, it really was.
definitely was.
Once he got that sack,
How many sacks did he have?
he had that one, but he was disrupting plays. He almost had a fumble, forced fumble.
Yeah.
But Josh Allen just got the ball off.
Wow.
But I mean, I don't know how he did it. Like, I was watching him. You still can't stop him. He's just getting there. He was disruptive. It was incredible to watch. But that sack, that was where the game went.
I want to know what happened with the play calling, because in the first half, Buffalo had that their play calling was great on
Yeah.
both sides of the ball.
Both sides.
When you go into halftime with Josh Allen having more receiving yards than DeAndre Hopkins, you're doing something right. And then they come out in the second half, they abandon the run game. They're forcing Josh Allen to throw. He finished with 46 attempts. You're not going to win like that with an inexperienced quarterback.
Why did they abandon the run? Like,
I'm going to defend him on that. I don't think it was too bad with him passing the ball. What is that guy for you? You're Bill fans. What's the guy? Williams? Duke Williams or whatever his name is? Number 82.
but he can't catch?
Say it again?
I didn't want to say it because I've been there, but he can't.
Stone hands.
I don't know.
Aren't they allowed to use stickums in the playoffs? I mean, he just couldn't catch.
There were drop passes.
When your receivers drop passes, guys, it's really hard for the quarterback to have faith in them. And a playoff game, when you're scrapping around and you're trying to win because it's win or go home. So in a playoff game, you got to get it in and get the win however you can get it. So that's probably why your boy, well, not your boy, your Bills guy decided to take matters into his own hands. Unfortunately, he lost the game.
They lost.
I don't even think
Want to throw
that.
out that the Buffalo Bills lost.
I mean, that's what they normally do.
I don't even think he played that bad, Josh Allen.
No, he did
with
not.
with the exception of a couple of that forced lateral. Come on now, keep your head in the game.
He made a lot of mistakes.
And he also took a lot of unnecessary sacks, which hurt the Bills.
Is this his second year or third year?
Second year.
His is his second year.
And
This is the second year he went to the playoffs, correct?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's amazing for a quarterback, right?
Definitely. He's got a bright future. There's no doubt in
But
that.
let's not get carried away. The Buffalo Bills know all about the playoffs.
I mean, you talking about that's like 2 decades.
Doesn't matter. They still know about it.
This Buffalo's, they don't know about it.
The Buffalo Bills, the organization
Not-
knows about the playoffs.
Okay, the organization. So become specific. This gun got me messed up. Man, they ain't never chewing double bubble trouble again. Listen, you gotta be specific. The organization may know, but none of these players were born when they were in the
None of them.
playoffs. None of them. Not even Allen. So
But they got a nice young core.
they do.
They have a nice young
They
core.
have a great defense.
Question.
And they're built to take over the AFC East.
And so
Going out.
that leads to my
That's
question.
debatable.
That leads to my question. Are the Bills the front runner in the AFC East?
You have to say yes. I mean, you're not going to give it to the Jets. They didn't prove anything this year. And you're certainly not going to give it to Miami.
The Bills couldn't beat the New
the
England
camera on me,
Patriots,
Dre.
and they're the front runners to the AFC East.
Although,
All right,
Because
hold
I'll
on.
say it
CJ
again.
Mosley never got hurt
The
for the
Bills
Jets.
could
Just
not
a
beat
one-week
the New
one.
England Patriots, and they're the front runners to the AFC East.
Hold on.
I want Patriots Nation to kick in. It's time for y'all to turn up the notch. Y'all need to be watching. Kick in because this is the time you say. Because we do not know if Brady's retiring. So if he's not retiring,
He'll
You
be
can't play
back.
music
He'll
on
be
YouTube,
back.
but I got a ton of songs played
He'll
in
be
my head.
back.
he'll be back.
George,
Not
you
a
ready
New
to-
England
you ready?
uniform,
I'm
though.
tuning up the band for you.
Not
You
in
ready?
New England uniform. I
Not
like
in the
that.
New England uniform.
He about to lay that sweet chin music. You ready, George?
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
I told you so.
I told y'all it was coming.
I've been telling y'all for 4 months that boy was washed, rinsed, cycled, conditioned, dried. I told y'all.
He did all that?
No, he's still there. You got gotta make me believe it. I gotta see it with my own 2 eyes before I say that Tom Brady is not still the man. I told y'all he was done. I told y'all he was finished.
Is he done?
I told y'all he was done. I told y'all he was finished. I told y'all he was washed. Nobody wanted to hear it. All y'all wanted to do was, I had people recording the show on their phone, sending the clip to me after the Patriots would win the game.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's because you talk most junk to Patriots.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But guess what? Guess how many wins y'all had against a team over 500?
Remind him.
Was it 1?
I don't know.
No, they beat the Bills twice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2.
2. 1 more than the Cowboys.
They beat the Cowboys.
I know. I told y'all, man. If I tell y'all a duck could pull a truck, back that sucker up. Let's go. I'm trying to
like
tell
the
y'all.
Aflac type duck or?
What kind of duck you talking
If
about?
I tell you a duck can pull a truck,
I just wonder.
back that sucker
That's the
up.
one from Oregon.
Don't ever doubt me. I told y'all it's October that Brady was wise. You should have put your money down from then. Y'all would have been rich.
I don't know.
Y'all would have been rich. I told y'all they are done. Tom Brady is done. If he comes back,
He's still done.
he has to come back to a team with way more weapons to be successful. They're going to have to hold him up.
Can
I
I
can
say
see
this?
him going to L.A. to play for the
which,
Chargers.
Okay, I was gonna say which one. Obviously, he's not gonna
So you
go.
think Drew
He's throwing
Brees?
golf.
You think
Rivers?
Phillip Rivers comes to New England?
I think that they give up on. No, I don't think he comes to New England,
I
but
don't
I don't think he's a Charger next year.
Yeah, I don't think Phillip Rivers is staying in.
So we're gonna have a recycling of the old quarterbacks.
I wouldn't be
It's a
surprised.
possibility.
I wouldn't be
The
surprised.
Ravens laid out the blueprint on how to handle the Patriots this year.
So Tom Brady.
Double Julian Edelman. That's it.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's common sense. But Tom Brady's from Northern Cali, so I wonder if he wants to relocate to Southern Cali. Like, I wonder.
It's LA.
It's too different. It's different though. It's different.
And you know his wife is Giselle.
Yeah, but she's a New Englander.
Yeah.
right?
She's a
old news.
model, fam.
Yeah,
That's
she-
all that
she's
matters.
old news.
She's a model, so she wants to live in L.A.
Okay,
So I mean, it's just a possibility. We just throwing it out there.
you're right. But they
Just
really
throwing
want
out
to live
there.
in San Diego, but they ain't there no more.
But
you're
one
right.
thing that's not a possibility: Patriots are out of the playoffs.
Patriots lost to the Tennessee Titans
Boing.
on wild
Yo,
card
Tom Brady's
Saturday.
last pass was a pick 6.
That's why he'll be back next year because he ain't going out like that.
Because
That's
he's
what-
determined.
I think the same thing.
He's gonna pull a Brett Favre.
While we're talking about the big name quarterbacks taking a L, ain't no one saying no with Drew Brees.
Oh, we're going to.
Okay.
Oh, because I'm going to slice, chop, cut, splat, all that. Because he
And this
getting
is-
it up.
this
Who
is
that?
not- That's not Drew Brees' fault either.
Huh?
I don't know, man. That's the big.
Are you?
No,
you lost your comp
wait,
pick of mine?
hold on. I'm saying you been having an art or being upset with the Saints is not because of Drew Brees.
Oh.
You're because
Oh, the fans.
the fans have been saying that the Saints are
Oh,
better
yeah.
than the 49ers
Oh, yeah.
all year long.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So, but it's not just that. So what it is because Drew Brees had the game of his life against the 49ers. I'm going to make it clear. Like, he had like 5 touchdown passes, over 400 yards. He balled out, no doubt. My point is, Drew Brees is considered one of the kings, and he broke all these records this year, right? He's like the leader in certain records. I don't know, most passing yards or something else, right? He breaks the records. His wide receiver breaks the record. They are elite, blah, blah, blah. They go on this hot game winning streak. Like, they started scoring, averaging 40 points for the last 5 games of the season, right? And everybody kept saying Drew Brees this and Drew Brees that. Drew Brees got his tail whipped on Sunday.
Yeah, it did.
And he sucked. I'm going to call it like it is. He was trash. Now, I wouldn't say he was trash. He just was not in sync with the rest of his crew. Michael Thomas had about 7 good big. All his catches were good big catches. They were like, dang, only he could catch these balls. Pause. But, bless you. But Drew Brees did not play well. He didn't play well enough for his team to win. Even with that, now I want to get into this other team. Even with that, they still almost won that game.
Facts.
Even with Drew Brees probably playing the worst game of his career, they still almost won.
Offensive PI or no offensive PI?
No offensive PI.
Offensive PI, no offensive PI.
I thought it could have been. I saw a stiff arm by a 6'6".
Offensive PI, no offensive PI.
I didn't
It's
see.
close.
I didn't see the
It's close.
extension as like you seen it.
Here's my thing. I think it's no offensive PI. But it was close enough for them to at least look at it.
I don't.
For them to not look at it, that's another spit in the Saints'
looked at it.
face.
Sean Payton's last
They
two
looked at it.
seasons.
They didn't
ended
do-
by
they didn't give a
controversial
review?
calls.
They should have stayed it.
No, they did look at it.
They did
That
look
was
at
the
it.
shortest
because
review
it was no
ever.
PI.
Because
PI.
there's an automatic review for the
For the
touchdown.
and there's an automatic review for anything close under the 2-minute warning. You want to know how I know?
But that
You want to know how I know? Because in that not the Seattle Seahawks, in that Julio Jones catch, the clock was 0. So why are we reviewing it? And it wasn't called a touchdown. They had to review it, and then all of a sudden it was a touchdown. How you going to review something when the clock run out? So with that being said, anything under 2 minutes, they automatically go to
Understand
review.
that. Thank you. Wayne
comprehend.
Brown.
Listen,
If you need something clear up, Wayne Brown. ladies
Oh
and
yeah,
gentlemen.
we clear senses. Oh, yeah. You do it.
So
yeah, can
What
we
is
also bring up the fact that Kamara was virtually like not even there?
He hasn't been there
He
all
hasn't-
season,
yeah.
bro. That's
I don't
my
think he's
point.
healthy.
But they weren't giving him the ball. They should have been feeding him the ball.
they
more.
was
needs to
giving
take
the
that
ball to
nose
Taysom
ring out.
Hill like crazy.
All right. So here is the official word. Well, we actually looked at it here in New York. NFL Senior Vice President of Officiating Al Riveron said in a
Riveron.
post Riveron,
That's his
whatever.
name.
In a post-game pool report, we had a great look. NBC gave us a great look of the entire route. So we actually did perform a review, but based on what we saw, we didn't see enough to stop the game, but we did review it.
I'm just saying that review was hella short.
Short or not,
No, it was.
It was short enough for them to say nah and keep it moving.
I mean, there was like no discussion. He put his whole hand on that dude.
He put his hand, but was the extension there?
Yes.
I didn't see
No,
a
his
full
arm- his
extension.
arm-
That's
his
what I'm
arm-
talking
I
about
saw
it
that.
more.
I saw that.
I feel like it was.
I know.
I saw the extension.
But what's also
Hey, well, let's talk about the Saints defense for even allowing them to drive the ball down the field. Like, what's up with that?
That's
How
right.
you gonna let Patrick Williams? Why would you ever, in your lifetime, this is like your 29th year playing DB, why would you ever turn your back to a quarterback? You can't do that. You can't do that. Even I don't care if
But
it's
he's covering Adam Thielen though.
you know,
you can't turn your back. Meaning that if once the quarterback sees your back turned, he's throwing the ball. I'm going to give my guy a chance to catch that ball.
and Kirk Cousins threw a dime to Adam Thielen.
It was the perfect
that was a beautiful throw.
and that was a great catch.
Absolutely.
Which I need. How you say his name? Thielen?
Thielen.
I need Thielen to get healthy and come back next year so I could draft you because you suck this year. You stayed hurt,
was hurt.
hamstring. I don't care.
Everything's
Get your
finished.
hammies right because I suffer. I don't like losing. All right? Get your hammies right, bro. Get your hammies right.
You want to see what the review was? You want to hear what
The review.
Sure.
All right. So the
can you
Riveron
James' comment next.
said what we see is we see the offensive player come in and initiate contact on the defensive player. Nothing that rises to the level of foul, which significantly hinders the defender. Nothing is clear and obvious through visual evidence, which hinders the defender. The defender then braces himself, and then there is contact by the defender on the receiver. Again, nothing which rises to the level of a foul based on visual evidence. Nothing happens that rises to the level of a foul while the ball is in the air before it gets there by either player.
The Saints just can't beat the Vikings. Point blank period. All right, that's can we move on from this? All right.
I hate the NFL front office.
Their season ended
I
on
hate
two
him.
controversial calls
I hate him so much.
against the Rams and now against the Vikings. Sean Payton's cursed.
It's just I don't know if it's Peyton. I don't know, but my boy Raph said something to me the other day. I think George was with me, and he said that Drew Brees does not play well in the playoffs. He says Drew Brees does not play well. I didn't go check his stats because I just believed him because he's a Saints fan. He knows his quarterback better than I do. But he says when in the playoffs, it's a different game plan, and Drew Brees is not like a game manager. And I don't know if you guys watch playoff football, but all the games we watched these past weekend, all these games were conservative as heck, right? The play callings were conservative. I think the Bills started off the hottest out of all the games, and then they switched their game plan. Now, I'm not saying that the Texans didn't adjust, but they were winning. They were up and they could have kept running and doing things, and they chose not to. Not that I was rooting for the Bills. I just felt like the Texans, the better team won. No, well, I can't say that. I thought the Bills were the better team. The Texans just figured out a way to win at home. That's what they did. So,
All right. So is Drew Brees done?
no, absolutely not.
Definitely not.
No. If Brady's trying to play again, I know Drew Brees trying. He
But
played.
Drew Brees is a better quarterback.
Drew,
than Tom
I'm
Brady.
not saying that. I'm just talking about as far as age-wise. Drew Brees about to be 40, right? Or 41, whatever. 40, I think it is. And he plays in the dome. He ain't done.
Drew Brees is going to play until Tom Brady retires.
Tom
Is he a
Brady
free
ain't got
agent
no
this year?
business
Drew
still
Brees?
playing.
I don't
He's
think.
got one more
I
year.
thought they signed
Because he
him.
cannot
I
let
thought-
Tom Brady catch his record.
Tom Brady has no business still playing. If
Yeah.
he's still playing, he's
We have a
trying to chase
comment.
records.
The
He's
comment
washed.
is James White says Saints should have re-signed Mark Ingram. He covered a lot of Kamara's faults.
He sure enough did. I
Agreed.
don't. Do you think
Agreed.
James that Kamara has faults, or do you think it was just a good change of pace in the back? Because I don't think Kamara has faults, and I wish Kamara could have been the healthy Kamara he was last season. But when you become the every down back and you're light in the booty, you're going to get some injuries.
They didn't share the carries enough initially. Latavius Murray didn't get a real honest touch at the ball until Kamara
got hurt,
Like Latavius Murray's a horse. Like
and
he
he was.
could have been in there getting at least 10 to 12 carries.
And didn't they sign
Not
him
in the
to
low.
replace Ingram? So what?
But they didn't give him a chance.
So
They
that's
changed
Sean
their
Payton.
game plan. So that's somebody-
When
Yeah.
he did get his few chances, though, he made the most of them because he had some big games with Latavius Murray when
He
Kamara was
did.
down.
Yep,
He sure enough did.
I
He
think they
carried
did
that
him
team.
dirty a little, but that's just me.
I agree. James said the Bills were winning. Then they remembered that they were the Bills. And then they lost.
Ah, I can't take
Boom
it, yo.
goes the dynamite.
Speaking of a workhorse, and your James is talking, I'll say roll tide for him this one time. Derrick Henry.
Oh, dude's a monster.
Yo.
I sigh.
That dude's bigger than some of the
Yo.
linebackers on the field.
I sigh. And this is why I sigh. That year of that draft, remember, he was drafted the same year that Ezekiel Elliott was.
You saying to me Derrick Henry better than Zeke, bro?
I'm not saying that. This is all I'm saying. We took Ezekiel Elliott,
I will say
4.
that.
one pick,
He went 5 and y'all took him 4.
I will say that.
one pick,
Heck no.
one pick.
You put him behind that same line?
one pick
Heck no.
before
His
Jalen
line is
Ramsey.
probably the best line now.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love Zeke.
But you wouldn't
My
mind
life
Derrick
would
Henry.
be different if Zeke wasn't in my life.
If you had Jalen Ramsey.
But
in
if
there,
they would have took Jalen Ramsey in the first round and took Derrick, now don't get me wrong, it took Derrick Henry a minute to get to where he is now. It took him a minute. He wasn't always there.
it took the whole Tennessee Titans a minute to get to where they are.
Yeah, but I mean, Zeke's been Zeke since day one, outside of the suspension and stuff.
Shout out to Tannehill.
Yeah, seriously.
So I mean,
Tannehill was garbage in that game.
Hey, he could be whoever he wants to be. He took out Brady, so if he garbage.
First of all, he
He's
didn't take
floating in
out
the wind.
Brady. Second of all, that running back took out the whole daggone Patriots.
That's true.
So Tannehill did what he needed. Tannehill was playing
played
like
efficient,
what's
though.
that quarterback that played for the Baltimore Ravens that came? What is
Trent Dilfer.
Dilfer, yeah.
That's what Tannehill. I'm not knocking him. He had a phenomenal comeback. If he might get my comeback of the year player award. Like he definitely came in, took the offense. They benched Mariota. He said, "I got this, coach," and ran with it. Like he did his thing. And it goes to show Miami just did him dirty, right?
No,
They
Adam
need-
Gase did him dirty. But
My
I
fault.
digress.
Boom. There you go.
That's a whole nother show.
Oh wait.
it's a
Right,
whole
right.
nother show. So we got one more game to cover.
Well, I want y'all to read some of these
Philly
comments. These
NFC.
comments is
that
kind of cool.
Clowney took
All right,
out Carson Wentz.
I got a comment for you. Mike O, without Cowboys hype, Elliott don't shine like that. The line in Dallas is good. Henry doing it in spite of. Titans line is on slouch though.
Ezekiel Elliott has done twice or 3 times
As much as with Derrick.
what Derrick Henry just did for the first time.
Not,
How's that hype?
Yeah, I don't know. I know Derrick Henry at the end of last season when he had that 101-yard touchdown run.
Right.
That's when we knew something was about to happen with this guy in the NFL. That's when we knew he was about to transpire into something. I just didn't know it was going to last and blossom into this.
Last year they did a committee with him and Deion Lewis, and they kept Deion Lewis more of their premier back, if you believe it or
Shout
not.
out to Deion Lewis.
That's on Vrabel.
That's
though.
on Vrabel.
That was Vrabel's mistake.
Shout out
because he was
to-
familiar with him from the Patriots.
Shout out to Tannehill.
Another Patriots mistake.
Shout out
they
to-
lost.
Shout out to Tannehill for that pass to Deion Lewis on that 3rd and 9. If Deion Lewis don't make that catch, Patriots get the ball back, and I think the Patriots would have had a chance of winning that game. But that was good. So shout out to
So
Tannehill.
Also, wait, hold on.
Derrick Henry is better than Zeke.
Oh, nah.
No.
If we're talking about running back
Somebody
to
said
running
it in the
back,
comments.
yeah, I think that's my boy Mike. So I don't think Henry. No, John said that. I don't think Henry's better than Zeke, bro. I don't think so, man.
That's just my Cowboys hating shining through. I love honest people. I appreciate that. I feel you on that.
So who's the best running back in football?
Man,
CMC.
CMC.
Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, he does it all, man.
That's
He catches
a bad
and
boy.
rushes. Then he have 1,000
I don't like
catching
the fact that they
and rushing.
made sure he got that. He had a 1,001 receiving yards. Like,
Hey, man, you got to get the records,
like,
man.
them records. It's Roger Craig and LaDainian. Right?
Nope.
Yeah, there's
No.
Roger Craig.
It's Roger Craig
And LaDainian
and
Thomason.
Marshall Falk.
Marshall
Marshall
Falk. Sorry,
Falk.
I knew it was one of them.
I think
don't think
Daniel
dude.
Thompson got 1,000 yards of catch in his whole career.
And trust me,
Whole
when they
career.
broke them records, it wasn't no 1,200 rushing and 1,000 and
Nah.
0.5.
Somebody said Drew Brees is an accurate Brett Favre.
That is funny.
That's fine.
That's funny.
Can we also just give props to Mike Vrabel for giving Belichick a taste of his own medicine?
Yes,
Yes.
that
By,
5-minute thing.
Yo, doing the intentional
whole joint,
blame
yo.
game.
But here's the thing, though.
I was
He-
in my house laughing so hard.
He definitely
That was
Belichick, right?
Yes, he did.
But Belichick's defense got to be the dumbest scoring IQ test on the
Because
world.
they jumped offside.
What? You finally like would have won the tug of war. It was a tug of war. That's what it was. I'm gonna run your timeout. You won't have time. And the Patriots might have came up 1-up, and then the defense jumps off sides, gives them a first down. You go figure.
because Belichick did that to the Jets in like week 3, that's why I was seeing what Vrabel was doing. I was like,
Vrabel, that was
guy.
smart. And Belichick can't beat his old coaches. That's something we need to discuss.
Because
on
he can't
another
get
show.
tape on him.
Oh, you mean he can't send in the spies?
They know what they look like already.
Okay.
True.
That's
good point.
crazy.
All right, so we brought up the Tennessee Titans because are we going to go into the matchups for this week? Because guess who the Tennessee Titans are traveling to? Guess where they're traveling
Hold up,
to?
wait a minute. There's one wild card game we didn't talk about
The
yet.
Seattle
why?
Seahawks.
Why
Oh,
Eagles? Why?
no, wait a minute.
This is all
Let me
George
put
segment.
some hating in it. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh my God.
if you're my friend on Facebook,
One of the stones.
we're on YouTube now, so we can't. Can we play like small clips or something?
No.
No, nothing. So, ladies and gentlemen, you my friend on Facebook. There was a song there was a praise that went up on my Facebook every time a team that beat my team.
You're going to get us
Now,
damn.
see, everybody didn't get this treatment. Everybody didn't get this treatment. Bills beat us, they got their praise song. Patriots beat us, they got their praise song. Actually, the Patriots one is the most popular, like at least 1,200 views.
Damn.
Jets beat you.
Jets win the playoffs?
You're on the couch next to them Cowboys.
All right. No, you place. No, you place Gang Green. All right, here we go. Speaking of
Sorry.
Gang Green,
The cake?
That star
Let me
on that
start.
helmet is not a logo, it's a rating.
Carson Wentz
Let's keep going though.
had
Look,
3 passing yards.
yo, first of all, he was garbage. I don't know why he waiting to tell us.
Carson Wentz had paper mache. All the moves that the Eagles made to keep that team solidified. But they had,
What-
they had a 40-year-old backup for a guy that can't stay healthy.
Were they missing Lane Johnson in that game?
Yep, Lane Johnson been out.
Dang.
I think Lane Johnson got hurt in the Dolphins game, which they lost.
Who's their receiving coach
The Eagles?
and trainer for that team?
I don't know.
Cause
They need to be
I don't know
fired.
who.
Well, the
Probably somebody from the Jets.
They're like, hey, you're
organization,
fired.
'cause They're
Come
all
back.
hurt too.
Guys,
You're fired again.
The
Come back.
Carson
Fired
Wentz.
again.
The Carson Wentz injury was like a freak of nature. Like that.
People, was that dirty? Was that a dirty hit?
So I'm looking at it, and when you watched it in real time, it didn't look dirty. When you watched it in slow down time, it
Oh,
looked
James, I'm going to go off.
it looked weird, right?
It looked dirty, but I don't think the intent. Like,
But how?
like
So
Clowney.
here's my thing about intent, right? The thing that made it to me feel like it was of intent was because when he was going down to make the tackle, he then ducked his head. It's like he made an attempt to hit him with the head. Now, I'm not saying that's intentional because that could happen in physics, right?
But
You
slow motion. But I'm just like, you ever jumped in the bed?
Yeah. Mother go jumping in
Did
the
you
bed.
ever,
tell, man. Never
Like,
jumped in the bed.
they're like, do you have the? You jumping on the bed that moment before you hit the bed? Like, let me turn my head real quick.
But he didn't turn. He didn't turn his head
It
like
wasn't intentional. It wasn't.
It's
dirty.
hard to say that it
when
wasn't.
the quarterback leaves the pocket, the defensive players.
You can't
There's
lead
a
with
switch.
your head though.
There's a switch that goes off when
can't-
when quarterbacks leave the pocket.
I just need you.
And Carson Wentz needs to know better if he's made of paper mache.
I need you to watch it. I don't think it was dirty, but I felt like he intentionally ducked his head, like boom, like
You don't think it was dirty, but you're saying he intentionally led to his head, so
Nah.
kind of like contradictory.
because
I think he uses a 260-pound
I think you
man
go either
falling.
way, is what you're trying to say.
that's what I'm trying to
I just
say.
think he
like,
uses a 260-pound
either
man
they
falling.
call it or they don't call it. Like that's what it is, and that's what it was. They didn't call
I
it.
didn't know it was an injury at the time. Did you know it was
No,
an
I
injury?
didn't
Did
know.
anybody know?
We didn't know because on the
I had
break
actually
he
stepped
went to
away
the
and then I
tent,
came
but
back
I didn't
and
even know.
found
I
him.
thought he was still playing.
I thought he was fine.
Right. So, and then it wasn't until he went to the 10, and then you know, I mean, I'm gonna need the NFL to stop being so daggone soft because when I used to watch football, you just go give him 2 smelling salts and they get up and play. Ask Jeff Hostetler how he doing. Ask Jeff Hostetler if he can spell his name. Them cats played football and they were completing passes. I don't know what's in smelling salt. I don't want to know what's in smelling salt. I just know that they played. So I'm gonna need these quarterbacks to stop. Well, I know it's the NFL. NFL, just pay the money to the people so we can get the football back because this soft stuff is a little bit too much.
Meanwhile, Nick Foles is healthy as a horse.
Did I not?
Is
Did
he?
I not say that they should have kept
Meanwhile, Nick
Foles?
Is he really?
Healthy as
Nick
a horse.
Foles got hurt on the third
At his-
pass of the game.
At his
How
church-
ironic is
at
that?
his church, at his new church in Jacksonville, leading praise and worship. He's absolutely fine.
Without a headache.
Without a headache, talk about let the glory of the Lord rise among us.
That's my song.
Yo, I'm telling you.
See, he did. I thought you got to watch that joint, yo. I don't want to stay on it, but I felt like he let. And I'm not saying this because I'm a Jadavian Clowney hater. I'm not. You know, I liked him. I loved him.
I really wish we would have traded DeMarcus Lawrence.
Okay, I'm wrong. I'm lying. I am a Jadavian Clowney hater. He went to South Carolina and we played them cats in Michigan and he killed my running back. And ever since then, I was scared for whatever team he was going to go to. And he went to the Texans and it was good because I didn't have to see him. So I'm mad at the Texans for not paying him his damn money. All right, go ahead.
Is he
All
still
right, so we have a comment here. Dirty hit. He led with his head. All the injuries and adversity, and it was all a one-possession game. Considering all the changes Philly had to go through, winning the division and ended 97 is a success.
Is that a Philly? Is he a Philly fan?
No,
He said winning the NFC East is a success.
I think he's a fan.
no, you know what? I'll agree with him on that because
You would agree with him on that?
dude, they. Oh my God, this is the guy who was saying that the Cowboys won the Super Bowl the first show
I
of the
did
season.
not say that. Stop lying. Stop lying. I said
Roll
they was going
tape.
10 and 6.
Roll tape.
I said they was going to go 10 and 6.
You didn't
That's
say
what
they
I
was going to
said.
win the
You
East?
said they were to the East too.
I said they was going to win the East. I
But
did.
anyway.
But I didn't know how trash the East was. Did you?
What I'm trying to say
The
Did
is
you know how
East.
trash the East was?
The AFC East.
I knew because my team plays in the East. I was well aware.
I have no comment. I plead the fifth.
the Eagles,
Listen.
particularly their secondary, they were throwing guys off the street. And the fact that they were still, I'm not going to say they were a great team, but they still did remain competitive.
James.
So
Yo,
Oh, they fought.
yo, what's
you
the
got to
name of
give
that?
them credit
what's-
when they were
the Eagles team.
pretty
what's,
much all
what's the
hurt.
name of that movie that Mark Wahlberg played in, and all the guys from the street came in to play for the Eagles, and they won that year?
Oh man,
It was based on was it Mr. Invincible?
Invincible.
Invincible.
Vince
Invincible
Papale.
was the name.
That's exactly what this Eagles team was like, except for they didn't have him. They should have called up Mark Wahlberg.
I thought you meant they was invincible because we didn't see them.
I would give credit.
Well,
That'd be invisible.
Y'all got to pay attention
True.
to this. Y'all got to pay attention to this because this doesn't happen. This doesn't happen a lot.
We're on a roll
I'm about to
tonight.
give credit to somebody that's an Eagle. I'm giving a lot of credit to Doug Peterson. That's a heck of a coaching job.
I thought so too.
Without the jokes.
If you had to pick
being a jerk,
one of
you know.
those-
Him and Mike Tomlin surprised me.
I was gonna say if
Him
you,
and,
This year.
him and Mike Tomlin.
if you had to pick
absolutely.
one of them from the state of Pennsylvania,
Oh, Mike Tomlin because he still got his hairline.
He still got the Jerome Bettis hairline. That hairline's an implant. He got the
Mike
Deion
Thomas.
Sanders surgery. Go ahead.
Wait, you're not gonna give props to McCown too? I think for all things considered, the situation
only
he
thing-
came into.
the
I think
only
he
thing
was-
I hated
Crying at the end of the game.
because he
he
lost.
finally had a chance to play
was
in
his
the
first
playoffs. and he was
playoff
on
game,
his
bro.
18th team.
Dude, like that's like
You'd be
you.
emotional too,
You
right?
gotta consider that was his
Yeah,
first. That was
and
his
he
first
know
time.
it.
First
He
taste of
sitting
the
here act
playoffs.
like he don't know that joint. Let something be your first, and you like 60 years old, and it's your.
Man, all I know is that if Dak Prescott
bad.
was
No
crying
hate, bro.
after a game, you know how many memes would be created?
got a
He's the
point.
starting quarterback.
But no, I was gonna say Dak is the starting quarterback.
All right, if
And he's 20
What's the Dallas
something.
backup quarterback?
I don't know.
Exactly. But I bet you would know if he had to play the game and he was crying.
He don't know either.
You don't know who the backup is in Dallas?
What's that boy name?
I don't know.
No.
Give me a second. I'm gonna get it.
Jason Garrett.
Without no Googling. Not no more.
Jerry Jones.
Switch it up.
Jason
One
Garrett
more time.
is about to be
Happy
the official
2020.
offensive coordinator for the New York Giants.
2020 has brought me blessings. We're only 7-8 days in.
I wonder how Giants fans feel about
And
that.
Jason Garrett,
I know a lot of Giants fans actually like it.
ding
I've
dong.
been reading
Their coach?
posts. Not the coach. That if Jason Garrett goes there as the OC.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
That would be funny. James, we're not going to talk about the Michigan and Roll Tide game.
I'm so happy.
James, please don't come in here with your little innuendo.
Hold on. While we're on that Eagles game real quick,
Innuendoism.
huge shout out to DK Metcalf.
Oh, he
Listen,
balled out. He's trash
I
all
wish
rest
we
of
would
the
have
season.
took
Nah,
a
he wasn't
flyer
trash
on
all
him.
I still don't know how Metcalf
Dude's a
went in the
he's a
second round.
beast. He's
To
a
this
beast.
day, I won't understand.
160 yards.
He must have got caught with like an ounce of weed or something like that because there's no way.
It was just,
No.
remember, this year was just,
No, George.
this year in the draft, the
No,
skill
George.
position players were not
No,
that good.
I'm not hearing it.
They-
A.J. Brown went in the first round, and that was his partner.
Who else from the
And
first
who-
round
you
that was,
think-
a position, that was a skill position player that did well this
Speaking
year?
of A.J. Brown, he didn't show up in that Tennessee game, did he?
He didn't do anything spectacular.
Who else from the first round?
I'm just talking about far as wide receivers.
Kyler
Marquise
Murray.
Brown went first, didn't he?
Hollywood Ravens.
Hollywood wasn't
No,
a rookie.
dude, Hollywood Brown had like 3 good games and then he just fizzled
No.
out.
I mean, he went first because the Ravens had the lower pick.
Right.
Wait, before you're talking about before
He's a
DK
rookie?
Metcalf.
Yeah, Hollywood
Yeah,
Brown.
yeah.
That's Antonio Brown
It was
cousin.
his second year.
My guy did well beside his injuries.
McLaurin?
Yes, he did.
Oh,
Jerry
yeah.
McLaurin?
But he was the
Jerry
first
Jerry?
round.
So
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, he wasn't
if
first round,
if
okay.
the skill position guys were like looked at as better, they would have went higher. In the
I
first
think I
round.
get what you're saying, though.
And a lot of
Oh,
the
but
defensive
my
guys
point
would've
was,
went
how
higher.
did
Harry
they-
was the
That was
only
my
one who
point.
went
So
first.
that's how.
I got you, I get
That's
you.
how. When you asking how could he fall, that's why. Because all of the talent
but-
evaluator was like,
So-
this is not a good set
You're
of
talking about
people.
from all the receivers that went before DK.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Correct me if I'm wrong. N'Keal Harry went before DK
N'Keal
Metcalf.
Harry was the last pick in the first round.
He was the last. Okay.
And I know Bill Belichick is saying, I'm a idiot.
Could have had Metcalf.
Coulda
Nobody
had
wanted him
Metcalf.
because he thought he was
They
too
could have had
bulky.
Metcalf, could have had Debo Samuel. There's guys that he could have picked.
Yo, Debo
That
Samuel.
boy is balling.
Yeah, he is.
Debo.
Talk about it.
Making a case for
D
himself.
who? Debo. Give me the cue the Jaws music, dude.
We on Debo. Why don't we just talk about that game next? That's gonna be the first game of the
It's the first game of the
divisional
playoffs,
round,
man.
right?
Real quick question though. Is the reason why I was thinking about this during Wild Card Weekend? The reason why teams are having so much success with running the ball is because the NFL has been so pass happy the last 3, 4, 5 years.
What should apply for Le'Veon Bell?
Look at the top 5 passing leaders this year. None of them in the playoffs. It's only the teams that committed to the run.
That's a good question.
Jameis
It's-
Jonas.
And which teams are committed to the run though? Because everybody has a bowstring secondary, right? They gotta have linebackers.
What do we have? What do we have left in the
I think the Vikings have.
Oh, and I'm getting back into Jason Garrett for getting fired.
What do we have in the what?
Trust and believe that.
I think the Vikings have the best run defense in the playoffs right now. Am I right? They're number 3 ranked. I'm not sure. I believe they are.
So we have the
What was your question?
49ers.
I'm
team
talking
to the
about,
left?
we're talking about the run, right?
Yeah.
So I'm talking about run defense.
Running-
49ers
No, I'm just
ain't
talking
top.
about running the ball.
Oh, you're talking about running?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, all the teams there right now can run the ball.
49ers
Technically,
is 2. Ravens is
49ers run the ball.
1. Ravens.
Packers run the ball. Ravens definitely run the ball.
Vikings run the ball. Dalvin Cook.
Vikings run the ball.
Titans run the ball. Derrick
Titans
Henry.
run the ball.
I get what you're saying.
Who's
Aaron
left?
Jones runs the ball for the
That's what
what's
I'm
that?
saying.
Packers. Who's left?
Oh,
Well,
Kansas
Seattle-
City might be
Marshawn
the.
Lynch.
Kansas City run the ball.
Is Marshawn Lynch there gonna
Seattle
start
runs
using
the
more?
ball.
Nah, that rookie.
How did Marshawn Lynch come off
I
his
know.
couch? Dude, jump in the end zone. All people that been playing all year, bro.
They
That dude
offered
Homer?
that cat the biggest pack of Skittles of his life. cuz.
Fam, he don't look.
Yo,
It was a
He should have
share bag.
pulled at least 4 4 hamstrings.
Yo,
the way he been
he
running.
ain't pulled without one hamstring, bro. The only thing he almost pulled was Michael Jenkins almost pulled his hair out.
Listen,
Other than that boy is balling.
He was in shape. He didn't.
he's-
he
he's-
didn't stop.
he's a
Dudes like
monster,
that's
that.
not in game shape. That's different.
That's
Like,
just
he
shape.
that just come
We
on
don't
the
know what he's
strip
doing.
like
That dude, he quiet.
He's-
You don't hear about Marshawn Lynch or
He
anything.
kept-
Marshawn
Oh my
drink a fifth of
goodness,
Henny
man.
every time he about to suit up. That's what it is, yo. He hennied out.
I don't think he is, man. He don't spend money.
He's hennied
Anything
out,
is
bro.
possible.
Him and Kawhi don't believe in spending
Jason
money.
Garrett got fired, y'all. Just so I throw it out there. We can talk about something else.
No,
Oh, we
go,
got-
go,
no,
go
Jason
to the coaches,
Garrett
then we'll
got
kick
fired.
off the matchups, and then we'll
All right, the coaching carousel starts first in Washington D.C. The recently
talk about
fired
it.
Ron Rivera
You
is
talk
now
about
the head coach. I think he's in charge of everything in Washington.
We had the best
right?
week in football last week. Okay, what do I tell me? And we was home.
Riverboat
Ron
Ron?
Rivera.
What? It started with us losing.
And then who did you get for
Because that
your
was the second
coordinator?
pick.
Who did he bring in with
That's
him?
true.
Then
Jack
we
Del
got
Rio.
Ron
Jack Del
Rivera.
Rio
And let
for
me
your-
tell
Then we
you
got
this,
Jack Del Rio.
see.
You better talk about where he was before. Where was he?
He was with the Raiders.
Who did he have?
He had Khalil Mack.
All right.
He developed Khalil Mack. So now if the Redskins get Chase Young, it's a good situation.
And then Chase Young announced right after that
he's going in
that
the
he
NFL.
leaving school. I
He's
mean, that
going
was the
pro.
best week we
That's
had
not a good
since Mark
thing.
Rippon.
Yeah, but what if
that?
what if somebody
not a
take
good
what if
thing
somebody
at all.
take
What's
Chase
that?
Young
That
over?
whole setup they
Over-
got there was.
They
Who?
got the third pick.
We got the
Del Rio
second
on the
pick.
defense?
Yeah,
Joe Burrow's
I'm just
going
saying,
number
I'm
one.
scared.
Chase Young is
Oh,
going
okay,
number two.
great.
That's
Joe
not
Burrow's
good.
a good player.
Joe Burrow's got to go to Cincinnati.
All of that stuff, I'm not happy about. All the stuff that I'm just sitting back. The Redskins be making moves all this way.
Yo, this dude's like Chase Young about to blow up Dak off the
It was
edge.
like Chad. It's like Ron Rivera.
So if Joe Burrows goes to Cincinnati, what happens to Dalton? Cut.
They should have traded
done.
him mid-season.
Well, they can't
Dalton
trade
goes
him.
to New England.
No, they should have traded him.
Andy
Possible.
Dalton goes to New England.
But like I was saying, respect to the Redskins because every move I've seen,
This was the first year I was happy.
If the Redskins get Chase Young and Montez Sweat,
Wayne,
That's
on
what
the
every
two
every
ends,
every highlight,
along with
every,
your defensive line and
We
your
already got- that's
linebackers,
what I'm
every headline that's popped
we
up.
need to get corners.
Every
we need a
headline that's
corner.
popped up in the Redskins
not
in the past
necessarily.
week.
Yo, they're-
I'll talk to you about that.
Every
keeping
headline that's
Norman,
popped
by
up,
the
I
way.
just been
They're
like,
gonna keep Norman because
They
he's
get-
reuniting with
I'll
Rivera.
explain to you, but go ahead.
Rivera and Norman got
they are
that
not
connection.
keeping that dude. You know the
He's too
cap
expensive.
number he
Yeah,
has
he's
for
too
next
expensive.
year.
They're
I
probably
think
Unless he
renegotiate.
renegotiates
Renegotiate.
it.
James,
He
why you always
might.
got to crush people's dreams, man?
What he said?
But wait a minute, hold up.
This guy James, yo.
Chase
Can
Young,
we block
I'm
James from the
sorry,
group?
Chase Young to the Redskins for me.
You can say it's not a good pick.
Y'all could
I'm
mark
with it.
this. Y'all could mark this down right now that I'm saying this.
That'd be an excellent
on
pick.
January 7th, 2020.
That'd be an excellent pick.
can
Chase
say
Young
it's
to
not.
the Redskins would
It's
be
a
a
lot.
would be a fantastic pick, but it's not guaranteed.
I'm gonna read that comment from James because that was a good
You
one.
guys know what happens every year when the draft rolls out. Players come out. There's one quarterback at the top. Then they start putting the best players in college. And then we get closer to the draft.
Well, I'm going to keep it a
we get
buck.
closer to the draft, we're going to hear how good Tua is doing. Then we're going to hear how good that Justin Herbert is
Y'all
doing.
do know that at one point they were saying
Watch.
Chase Young was supposed to
Oh,
be
is
the
you
first
saying
pick
people gonna
naturally.
trade up to
We're going to
draft
keep
Tua?
on hearing how good they doing.
Well, let
And
the
it's going to be
combine
like
come,
every
too.
other year where 4 out of the first 5 dudes is quarterback. And Haskins, he going to get, what's the dude from the Dolphins?
What position?
Quarterback.
Josh Rosen.
He going to get Josh Rosen. That's what I believe.
If we don't draft Chase Young, I'm telling you right now, I'm no longer a Washington Redskins fan.
That worked for me.
If we don't get rid of Gase next year,
I think they
I'm
draft.
over
I
it.
think they
Remember
draft.
I had
Chase.
said I wasn't going to be a Cowboys fan no more in 2020? If they didn't fire Jason Garrett, I was nervous because I thought this was going to keep.
What's some of the other coaches'
wait, hold
carousels?
up.
that
I
is
know
going
what
on?
else.
If they did,
I know what I was going to do, Andrew.
who are you rooting for?
I don't know. I don't know what I was going to do.
Jason Garrett's
The
gone.
Chargers, man. They need
Now Mike McCarthy's in.
So I want to know how you guys feel about the Dallas Cowboys
You don't
side.
know? I can tell you.
Because I personally like it. I personally like a veteran coach coming in there that knows how to develop QBs, that knows how to get stuff rolling, regardless if he didn't want to change it in Green Bay. This ain't Green Bay. This is Dallas. I want to know how you guys feel about the Mike McCarthy signing in Dallas.
How you guys feel about it? And then I'll
Wait,
go.
last year.
I think it's good as long as he doesn't have to be a puppet. It's great.
So if Jerry Jones stays
Yeah,
out of it,
it's great.
I think it's the safest choice. I mean, like you said, they got an experienced head coach who's won a Super Bowl. Again, though, my only concern is that Mike McCarthy is very stubborn, and he had that issue with Rodgers. So is that going to create an issue with Dak?
Dak's young.
But
So
still, eventually.
I don't think that issue will be created. And if they win the Super Bowl down the line, I think that's what you get, something you care about. So, go ahead.
Honest first opinion when I saw it come across my phone, I like it. I don't love it.
Okay. Who would you have loved to be your coach?
I would have loved it to be Lincoln Riley
Gotcha.
because I know when we get, I didn't want nobody old. Let's just be honest. I know this age is both. Whatever. I didn't want no old head coming in there.
Oh, I gotta go.
I didn't want nobody old. But the reason why I liked it is because 13 years of coaching, 9 years of playoffs. We just went through 10 years of just, I can't say what I want to say because we're on YouTube now. Thank you for subscribing to the YouTube page.
Purgatory.
Listen, I like it. The reason why I don't feel like he'll have that issue with Dak is because Dak is not as big of a jerk as Aaron Rodgers is. And that's not being disrespectful. We all know Aaron Rodgers is a jerk.
I think Aaron Rodgers also felt entitled because he had that Super Bowl ring.
He was
under
discount
his
double
belt.
check, man.
Yeah.
And Dak
He felt
is,
entitled.
Dak is super coachable. Dak was about to cry over Jason Garrett.
So yeah,
must
there
got
might
some
not be
dirt on
any
Jason
issues
Garrett.
then.
I can't wait till the dirt that Jason Garrett had on your owner comes out.
But
'cause
guess
that's
what?
gonna
I'm
be
not
the
going to
day.
have to miss Jason Garrett. Look like I'm going to see him twice a year.
Looks like he's going to.
Is
be,
he really? Is he
As
definitely ends
I
up in New
think
York?
he's going
I
to
think he's
be
gonna be the
the
offensive
They
coordinator.
love him
They,
in
they
New York
want him there.
First
you
of
know?
all, speaking of New
As the
York,
Giants OC.
they couldn't do better than Joe Judge. We all know there's one judge in
That
New
was-
York, and his name is Aaron.
That
Not
was-
this
that
guy.
was a
Get him outta here.
surprise.
Yeah, that.
The Matt Rule hiring and the Joe Judge was surprises for
Well,
me.
the
Matt Rule is
Rule
interesting.
The rule one was interesting. Out of college, right? I think that was
Baylor.
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 What do you...
Who's going to Cleveland?
Kevin Stefanski, the Vikings offensive coordinator.
Eric sleeping with Bieniemy.
You think Eric
Yeah, I don't
Bieniemy
think
is
so,
going to
yeah.
Cleveland?
Stefanski was their second.
I don't think
choice last
anybody
year
wants to
before they
coach in
took Freddie
Cleveland.
Kitchens.
I think
That
everybody's
dude's
trying to
bad. He's
avoid
making
that.
it in this year.
Does Josh McDaniels stay in New England?
Or
Yes.
Josh McDaniels.
No, Josh McDaniels stays. He
No,
wants
Josh McDaniels
Belichick.
said he didn't want to go to Cleveland.
He
don't
wants
want- that's
what he said.
Belichick out. He wants to take over that
He
team.
wants that job.
He wants Belichick to leave.
So he's
Okay,
going
he
to
should
stay.
He wants Belichick out, and then he wants to take over
So
that
do
team.
you think that
Greg Roman is who I got going to Cleveland?
I got Greg Roman going to
That's what I
Cleveland
got.
too.
Okay,
For
so
Baltimore.
I don't
Yeah.
think Greg Roman...
I got
don't
Greg.
think he
I got
is
Greg
either.
Roman going to Cleveland, and him drafting. I'm drafting Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. So
Yep.
you think they give up on Baker?
Jalen Hurts.
Hurts so good.
That'll be trifling.
It would
But I
be,
like it.
but Greg Roman only works with one style of quarterback, Kaepernick, and now Lamar Jackson.
I like
And then he's gonna need a
That's
backup.
why I wanted him with the Cowboys.
I want to go back to the rule thing with the Panthers. He openly stated that he's an RPO style coach. So because of that, I think they bring back Cam Newton next year.
Oh, absolutely,
They have to.
Oh,
It's
they've come to
stupid
their
if they don't.
senses.
absolutely.
stupid
And I
if they
think
don't.
that's why he was the hire.
Yeah.
I think that's why he was the hire.
Woo!
Guys,
We
man, make
spent
sure
a lot
y'all
of time
tune
on
in.
this football. We gotta pick the college football championship game
Uh-huh.
real quick.
I didn't even pick next week's NFL games.
Let's do that real quick, and let's pick the college football championship as well. Let's go over those games. Sorry, NBA heads.
Next week.
Next week, what's really going on besides trade rumors
Just rumors.
right now?
You
Look at
know.
all these rumors surrounding me every
If
day.
you want rumors,
Oh,
Blake Griffin.
go watch the
Breaking
E
news,
channel.
Blake Griffin is out for the season.
I just had a cut of my fantasy team.
Yo.
I took him with my 32nd pick, and now he's gone.
So I tried to claim
Tell 'em why
him,
you mad.
and then I read, and it said out, season-ending surgery, and I took him off my list. Glad I could read. Reading is fundamental. Oh shoot, I forgot to do my picks. I mean my lineups.
It's too late. Game's already started.
Game
Bro, it's
started.
already 8
Bumba
o'clock, man.
clot.
Oh my gosh.
But while you're
About
so
to get
mad at
dropped
that,
faster than AB
I
just
just
in the
I just
Patriots.
need to read this from James. The Redskins are gonna stack defensive linemen
Why are
like
you
the
reading from
Celtics
James right now?
stack small forwards.
You didn't have to read that, George.
I had to.
You know you wanted to
I
read
had
that.
to.
Tell them we're going to be just as successful
Oh, I
as
can still
Alabama
put
was
John
this
Randall
season.
in. Hallelujah.
The Redskins or the Lions are gonna definitely trade their pick.
Yeah, because the Lions don't need a quarterback, right? They're not going to draft a quarterback.
Right.
They got the third
Third
pick.
pick. They can trade.
This is what George was talking about, guys.
They can trade. If the
and
Redskins
this,
trade,
and this
we're
makes
done.
this makes Tua attractable, right? Because if you got a team with the QB that is just like your bridge, like Miami, and you got somebody to bridge, and you drafted to it, you let him sit for a year and heal with
Now,
the
don't get me
NFL
wrong.
training?
I'm gonna
Jack
ask you
Del
something.
Rio is going to be livid. He's going to be angry. But I'm trying to tell you, unless you had the first pick, I'm like, oh, they're definitely taking Chase Young. But the second pick is too much that could go on.
We're taking Chase.
Okay.
It'd be the dumb. Any other choice would be stupid.
So
Any
trade-
other choice.
So trading out and getting more picks would be
Now,
stupid.
Wiggins,
Yes.
Wiggins want to be not injured.
Okay.
There's
I'm
free
trying to
agent.
tell you.
There's free
I'm
agent.
just trying to prep you for it, bro.
Nah.
I'm trying to prep
That'd be
you.
So
stupid.
here, I want to ask you guys something. So if Miami does happen to draft Tua, and does that mean they get rid of Rosen? Because
No,
if
he'd
I'm
be the
Miami, I'm
backup.
keeping Fitzpatrick around.
I think Miss Fitzpatrick's the journeyman in the NFL.
They're gonna let go of
They're gonna let go of
Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick. He'll find another job, right? Somebody will get hurt. He probably end
He'll
up.
be the Giants backup when Eli retires.
It's possible.
He'll be a backup.
Or the Jaguars will cut Blake Bortles.
Nick Foles?
Not Nick Foles. They'll keep Nick Foles.
They're
Cut
gonna get rid of
Blaine
Minshew.
Gabbert and then pick him
Can I
up.
give
Dude,
a
Blaine
quick
Gabbert ain't
shout
even in the
out?
league anymore.
I
man.
thought he was the backup for
No, it's Nick
Oh, the
Foles,
dude-
Gardner Minshew.
Minshew.
They're not
Can
getting
I
rid of
give
Minshew.
a quick shout
What's the
out?
shout out?
Shout out to the Rams for trading Marcus Peters and trading for Jalen Ramsey. Marcus Peters
Made
is
the
now
all-team defensive
his first
team.
team All-Pro.
Which how I don't know, but yeah, that's another story.
Pick six.
Okay,
Pick six.
games.
One pick
Sunday.
six.
Sunday games.
49ers
Oh.
and the
49ers,
Vikings.
Vikings. I got the 49ers.
I got the Niners.
Niners.
Next
His hat
game.
He
says
got
it
the
all.
Vikings.
Next game.
Ravens, Titans.
Ravens.
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 I'm going Titans.
Woo.
Really?
I am. Because I've not seen one team stop Derrick Henry. Go.
Do Chief Texans last because that's the game of the week. Seahawks, Packers.
Seahawks.
Packers.
I got the Seahawks.
Seahawks. Trey would kill me.
I'll take the Chiefs.
Game of the week, Chiefs versus Texans.
Chiefs.
It's going to be the best game
No, it's
that week.
I don't think it's gonna be the best game, but I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
It's definitely not going to be
I
the
think
best
it's the
game,
best
but
game.
the Chiefs
I
are
got
going to
the
win
Chiefs.
by a lot.
I got the Chiefs.
Yeah, that was easy. Too easy of sweeps.
BCS College Football Championship.
Now this game going to be lit.
No, it won't. The LSU Tigers are going to take the Clemson Tigers and hold them upside down
The Tiger
and
them?
whip them
With Tiger Strike?
relentlessly,
Oh.
just like the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots got whipped. I got Joe Burrow throwing for 12 touchdowns.
He has to
because that
have-
man is ridiculous.
He has to have.
He
He,
is ridiculous.
he
Nah,
has
I got
to
the
have.
Tigers. I got LSU winning.
I got LSU. He has to have the
Which
best.
Tigers?
LSU.
LSU.
Okay.
Not the Detroit Tigers.
Definitely not the Detroit Tigers.
I got LSU winning 42-38. Burrow leads a
Wow.
final minute drive.
That's
to
a
win
high
the game.
score. You don't think LSU
I got
defense
them
gives
Jokers
us that
winning
much?
like 52.
Clemson's defense is way better than LSU though.
It is way better.
Oh, I don't know about that.
What?
LSU's got a way better secondary than Clemson.
They got a secondary, bro.
LSU,
They got that corner.
bro.
They have that corner. They have
This might
Grant,
be the
They
game.
got a true freshman
Grant
quarter.
Delpit.
Oh my God,
Clemson
he's
only
so
gives up
nasty.
10 points a game, yo.
Have you seen him? He is so nasty. He's a freshman.
Who you talking
True
about?
freshman.
I can't remember his name,
What's
but he jumped
He
on
plays
LSU.
for the
What,
LSU.
what position?
Quarterback.
You talking about Christian? What's I have the note here. Hold on, 1 second. Is it Christian Fulton
Whoever he is,
or
he
is it Derek?
He intercepts
Sing-
everything that
Stingley?
comes his way.
Derek
It's not
Stingley?
Stingley. It's the other name.
Grant Delpit.
He's ridiculous.
Oh, we got people.
No,
giving up
Delpit
picks.
is the safety. That's what
Yeah.
the Cowboys are supposed to draft. Please, Lord, please.
They got
You know
people
what?
doing-
I'm going on a limb.
Lord.
I got Clemson
No
pulling
more
it off.
Jeff Heath,
You do?
Lord.
I got Clemson pulling
And
it off.
what's funny is
no more
I can
Jeff
see it
Heath,
happening.
Lord, please.
But I think that LSU
Stingley.
is on a high right now.
Yeah, it's Stingley. Okay, cool. You think they're gonna fall off?
No. They're just on a high.
Outside of
Them cats is eating bones.
Trevor Lawrence hasn't lost either, by the way.
Yeah, and LSU.
Ed Dominguez said
Right now.
Clemson wins.
I got
You
Clemson.
think Clemson?
I got Clemson.
outside of what's his name?
Hey, y'all told me I was crazy when I said that the Vikings was gonna win,
Etienne
too.
Or whatever.
Clemson got 5 receivers that can catch the ball. 5.
Well,
Yeah,
they
they have
have
5,
time.
but outside of Etienne,
Them-
I don't think those. What LSU has in the secondary.
I watched
I don't
5
think it's a matchup.
receivers in that last game. The receivers I ain't heard their name all season catch a touchdown pass. One caught 4. Like
I think it's gonna be a great game. I don't
It's
think it's
gonna
gonna
be-
be no.
That's why I say
it's
I
the
don't think
championship
it'll be a
game.
one-score
It
game.
can't be a
It's gonna be
blowout,
great.
right?
It
Not
better
even
not
one
be.
score
like,
game.
It better not
It
be.
can't be.
It's gonna be 52 to 21.
It's gonna be 52 to like 38 or something like that.
This ain't NCAA football, man, on Xbox.
Tell Joe Burrows that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to our first Starting 5 episode of 2020. Our first YouTube live episode. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. For myself, Andrew, Chris, Wayne, TQ, Connie, Dre.
Who else out there? Nobody?
Shout out to the mailman. We love y'all. Have a great
That right
night.
there would upset somebody.
Peace.
Thank you guys.
The mailman.
You talk about coming home?
No. That ain't your daddy.
Oh, ain't your daddy?